Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing, O Canada.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It is my honor to declare Convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Gaena, and the Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations, including Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nation. The University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. And the City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduands who sit before me, along with family and friends, to this morning's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Elizabeth Cannon, and I are pleased to welcome this morning's honorary degree recipient, David Robson. Welcome also Ms. Allison Love, Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, Mr. Vern Kimball, President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, the University Senate members, our senior leadership team, Ms. Britt Paris, President of the Graduate Students Association, and other members of our Students' Union and Graduate Students Association. A warm welcome to the Honorable Stephanie McLean, Minister of Service Alberta, Minister for the Status of Women, and MLA for Calgary Varsity, Mr. Dave Rodney, MLA for Calgary Lougheed, Ms. Lena Sharon Ahir, MLA for Chestermere Rocky View, and Ms. Anam Kazim, MLA for Calgary Glenmore. I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Kevin McQuillan, Deputy Provost, Mr. Gary Kovacs, our distinguished graduate, Dr. Richard Haskayne, former Chair of the Board of Governors and past honorary degree recipient, Ms. Bonnie DuPont, former Chair of the Board of Governors, and past honorary degree recipients, Dr. Mary Rosé de Coquet and Dr. Francis Wright. A warm welcome to professors and staff from the faculties of Graduate Studies and the Haskayne School of Business, Thank you all for working so hard over the years to support our graduates. To family and friends, you're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a shared sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degrees, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for the love and support you've given to our graduates. In fact, graduates, let's pause for a moment because what I just said is important. As you know, we're currently in the midst of the Stanley Cup Finals. One of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, the scorer will turn to the player who got the assist and will point to them so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. And this upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around up into the bleachers and find your family and friends. In fact, graduates, stand up. Stand up, graduates. Point to those people who assisted you today in graduating. Wave and cheer. Make some noise. Show them you're grateful for everything that they've done. Thank you, graduates. Have a seat. And to our assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2017. Woohoo! Our university celebrated a significant milestone last year, turning 50 years old. Your graduation will forever and uniquely kick off the next half-century of pride at the University of Calgary. It's also Canada's 150th anniversary this year, so you are graduating at a particularly special time in history. Besides celebration, Convocation is also a time for reflection. Whenever we reach a milestone, it's appropriate to pause and take stock of what just happened. For many of the undergraduates here today, your first week at the University of Calgary began several years ago with student orientation and an induction ceremony. I attended last year's induction ceremony, and I enjoyed the remarks to the first-year students by a recent graduate, Nolan Hill. I was particularly intrigued by Nolan's statement that he is today a transformed person with different skills, attitudes, and perspectives than 4 years ago when he began his undergraduate education. How has your time at the University of Calgary transformed you? You are undoubtedly more independent with new knowledge and skills. Your perspectives about our world and your personal relationships have evolved. Your beliefs and your priorities have changed, and you are more confident than when you first stepped on campus. How did this transformation happen? Well, your experiences in lectures, labs, and tutorials had something to do with it. So did your positive relationships with professors, TAs, and other students. Your involvement in clubs, sports, and student government challenged you. And the unique culture of the University of Calgary that focuses on research, hands-on experiences, and entrepreneurial thinking also played a role. The barrage of quizzes, midterms, finals, term papers, and projects has been nonstop. The pace has been rapid and not always fun. Of all phases of life, perhaps university years are the most dynamic. Be aware, however, that personal transformation is not limited to the academic years. Humans evolve and progress throughout life. Ongoing life experiences spark personal growth, and to become vibrant, resilient, self-resourceful, problem-solving citizens, we continually change and grow. If I had the capability to go back in time and give advice to 22-year-old me, I would recommend that I spend more time in self-reflection, reflecting on where I came from, how I got there, and where life could potentially take me. Someone once said, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. Of course, as an astronaut, I buy into that. If I don't have feedback from the Canadarm2 position and rate sensors, then I can't control the robot arm's trajectory to maneuver a payload around the outside of the space station. The measuring and managing axiom also applies to life in general. We need to regularly measure what has transpired in our lives and manage our lives so that the future is the way that we'd like it. We shouldn't let life control us. We shouldn't go with the flow. We need to be in charge. So here's a suggestion. Divide the rest of your life up into 4-year increments, as though life is a series of university degrees. Pause at the end of each increment and ask yourself if your life has undergone significant change and if you are transforming as a person. If the pace of life slows or stops, we need to be concerned. If I'm doing the same things in the same way as I did 4 years ago, then something is amiss. If the way I conduct a spacewalk or make a public presentation or plan an event is the same as previously, then I'm not innovating nor progressing. If the opinions that I hold today are the same as they were 4 years ago, then I'm in a rut. You have been a student at the University of Calgary and excelled with flair. As you leave our campus, become a student of life, a lifelong learner, a lifelong producer. That kind of approach will produce transformation in your personal life as well as change in our world. I'll close by saying that what happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your way in the world, and as alumni, you will always be part of the University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. And now, it's my pleasure to welcome the Honorable Stephanie McLean, Minister of Service Alberta, Minister for the Status of Women, and MLA Calgary Varsity, to bring greetings from the Government of Alberta.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. I would say that 22-year-old you probably doesn't need much different advice. You turned out pretty good, and not every 22-year-old will end up going to space at some point. Good morning, President Cannon, Board of Governors, Honorary Degree recipient David Robson, dignitaries, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. It's my pleasure to bring greetings to you on behalf of the Government of Alberta, Premier Rachel Notley, and the Minister of Advanced Education, Honorable Marlon Schmidt. And thank you to the University of Calgary for the honor of having me join you today for this very auspicious occasion. I would like to acknowledge that we are on traditional Indigenous territory, known as Treaty 7 lands. I want to congratulate David Robson for being recognized as an Honorary Doctor of Laws. On behalf of all Albertans, I thank you for your tremendous leadership, achievements, and contributions. Dedicated and driven leaders like you inspire all Albertans, and I have no doubt inspire the graduating class before us. The University of Calgary has a strong reputation for developing leaders who are breaking new ground and blazing their own trails, leaders who built this province. I see this ambition and this drive to succeed from this graduating class, from the 2017 Haskayne School of Business and from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. In fact, I can see that they came from very, very good roots, as I don't know that I've ever seen such an excited and exuberant crowd for their graduates before me. So congratulations to the class of 2017. You've come a long way. I know that the road has not always been easy, but you've made it. Today, you join a long line of graduates whose achievements and contributions have lifted the University of Calgary and our province to heights we never knew were possible. Alberta, Canada, and the world continues to be shaped by University of Calgary students who are linked by a collective spirit and purpose to be catalysts of positive change in everything that they do. Being an alum of the University of Calgary myself, I have every confidence that your education at the University of Calgary will provide you with a strong foundation to build from and build upon. Putting into practice all that you've learned here will empower you to fulfill your potential, realize your dreams, and guide you through whatever challenges lie ahead. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, entrepreneurship is challenging and yet also very rewarding. Just as you have pursued post-secondary education to improve your life and build a better world, know too that your government is committed to making life better for all Albertans, and we will work together now that you are graduating hand in hand in that project. As our government works hard to diversify the economy, we are making post-secondary education more accessible and affordable. We are honoring our commitment to provide stable and predictable funding to post-secondary institutions and keeping costs down for students by freezing tuition for the past 2 years, something I know you've benefited from, and freezing it again next year for those who are continuing their education and coming after all of you. Our government has been working with post-secondary institutions to prepare students to take on the jobs of the future when they graduate. We know that accessible and affordable higher education will ensure that students develop the knowledge and the skills that they need to contribute and be competitive in a modern and diversified economy. Our government is committing over $270 million to the University of Calgary in order to renovate the McKimmie complex. I'm sure you all know how badly that's needed, and professional faculties building. This investment will add 500 new study and classroom spaces, particularly for nursing and social work faculties, as well as for more room for student services, increased student study and classroom spaces, and creating a center for entrepreneurship. These investments in the University of Calgary are critical to building a stronger future in Alberta. The Haskayne School of Business, as you know, helps train and nurture the next generation of entrepreneurs who will build the enterprises to compete on a global stage. Graduate programs such as sustainable energy development are critical to providing the innovation that we need to be competitive in today's world. Alberta has always been a leader in developing our energy resources, and you will continue this tradition by diversifying our industries. There's no limit to what you can achieve through a post-secondary education. As you carve out your own path in this world, I encourage you to dream big, follow your hearts, and know that your contributions to the community will pay back to you tenfold. Congratulations once again on your convocation. You finally made it.
Thank you, Minister McLean. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Elizabeth Cannon to come forward to address convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. I'd like to send a warm welcome to our many distinguished guests, members of the Legislative Assembly, the Honourable Stephanie McLean, Anam Kazim, Dave Rodney, and Leela Aher, our honorary degree recipient, Dave Robson, our distinguished graduate, Gary Kovacs, members of our board, Senate, and senior leadership team, representatives of the Student Union and Graduate Students Association, the many outstanding community supporters who are here today, including the benefactor of the Haskayne School of Business, Dr. Dick Haskayne, and all of the students, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and family who've come here today to show such wonderful support to this year's graduating class. I would like to single out just one member to recognize, and that is somebody who's finishing her term as our inaugural Vice Provost Teaching and Learning. So I would ask Dr. Lynn Taylor to please stand and be recognized as her final convocation in her leadership role at the University of Calgary. Thank you, Lynn. And I'd like to send a very special welcome to you, our graduands, as we celebrate a very important milestone in your lives. Today is a defining moment that marks just how far you've come over the course of your student experience. You've faced many challenges and opportunities, and in response, you've grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. The last few years have been a time of true self-discovery, and each one of you is a different person as a result. At the same time that you can look back and feel proud of all that you've accomplished, you can also look forward to the many new challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. You are part of a unique generation of creative and innovative thinkers. You care about making a difference, and our university is incredibly proud to call you one of our own. We're not the only ones who feel pride here today. All of the family, friends, and other supporters joining us recognize your hard work and the tremendous potential you hold for the future. So as you prepare to walk across this stage, I hope you stand tall and take pride in all that you've accomplished. I'm joined here on this stage by those who care deeply about excellence in learning. They're passionate about the quality of higher education, and they're dedicated to the success of our students. Please join me in thanking them, the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of the board and Senate, chancellors past and present, and our many community supporters. Those on stage, please stand so we can thank you for your commitment to our university and our students. Thank you. Every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and as president of the university, I consider it a great honor to preside over this very special tradition. Each year, we have students who have achieved the extraordinary in their academic work, their community service, and their dedication to making a positive impact. I'd like to share two of these inspiring stories from this graduating class. The first is of Andrea Cheng, who receives her Bachelor of Commerce degree today with a major in marketing and a minor in communications. Throughout her time here, Andrea has established herself as a thoughtful and engaged leader. She helped found the Women in Leadership Club, which is dedicated to raising awareness of the opportunities and obstacles that women face in corporate leadership roles. Just one semester after the club was founded, Andrea and her team received the Best New Club Award from the Students' Union in recognition of this exceptional initiative. Andrea was also nominated for the BMO Millennial Leaders Advisory Council on Diversity and Inclusion, and she has taken part in numerous team competitions, including the JDC West competition for Western Canadian business schools and the CASE IT competition in information technology. Andrea looks forward to continuing to lead positive change and innovation in the business community. Congratulations, Andrea. Our second student story is of Josh Malate, who graduates today with a Master of Business Administration. Josh is an exceptional innovator who demonstrates the value of interdisciplinary thinking, applying his diverse background in engineering, real estate, and music to help small business thrive. Together with his fellow MBA student, Audra Stevenson, Josh launched a boutique management consulting firm called Fresh Angles. This firm helps startup companies take their business to the next level through support on everything from idea generation to business processes. Josh is also the co-founder and vice president of J2HM Investing, among several other adventures, and he was a contributor to Dare to Innovate YYC, a podcast series on technology leadership and innovation in Calgary. For this exemplary work and his dedication to supporting the success of our business community, Josh was recently nominated for a Future Fund Scholarship for Outstanding Leadership from Canada's Outstanding CEO of the Year. Congratulations, Josh. These stories are just a few examples of the exceptional leadership of our students. Together, you demonstrate this university's shared values of collaboration, excellence, and curiosity. And I know this because I've had the opportunity to witness it firsthand. As Chancellor Thirsk mentioned, the University of Calgary celebrated its 50th anniversary this past year. And to celebrate, we held a number of regional events for alumni. I had the opportunity to connect with our alumni living here in Calgary and places like Hong Kong, New York, Toronto, and San Francisco, among many others. These alumni were inspiring in all manner of ways, but two things were obvious: the tremendous pride these alumni had in their alma mater and the extraordinary level of accomplishment they had reached. These alumni, and all of you here today, demonstrate what is possible when we invest in our students. Given the right support and resources, you are capable of sparking positive change in our city and around the world. And recognizing this fact, our university reached out to the community to energize our institutional strategy, Eyes High. We received, over the past year, 10,000 different points of feedback from people like you to find out how our university should continue supporting the success of this generation and of future generations. Two key areas really stood out from the feedback. One was the importance of student experience, and the second was our campus culture. Student experience is about ensuring that our students have the opportunity to conduct their own research, test their ideas, start a business, contribute to the community, or connect with learners and experts. We want to continue building on these opportunities so that even more of our students can excel. We're also focusing on fostering an even more inclusive and supportive campus culture through initiatives like our campus mental health strategy and our forthcoming Indigenous strategy. And we're advancing opportunities to help our students and faculty thrive as creators and innovators with programs like the newly launched Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking, building on the success of the Hunter Center in the Haskayne School. The Hunter Hub was made possible by a $40 million gift from Calgary's own Hunter family, and it was announced just last week. They want to ensure that the University of Calgary is Canada's most entrepreneurial university in this country's most enterprising city. All of these examples are just the beginning as we continue towards our goal of building a more resilient and diversified Calgary and preparing our graduates for future success. So graduates, this is our investment in you, and it's been worth it. You are leaders and creators, problem solvers, and change makers who will join an alumni community of over 170,000 strong in 152 countries. You have the talent and the education to take you wherever you want to go, and I know that you will go far. So congratulations to each and every one of you, and please keep your eyes high. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Patrick Finn, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
David Robson, please come forward. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, fellow faculty, and graduates. David Robson is one of us. We are the University of Calgary. We are one bright star in the academic sky. Together, we embrace the scholarly tradition, but offer our own unique light to its firmament. David Robson is a living definition of our ideals, aspirations, and commitments. David Robson is a maverick. He is a cowboy, but not in the traditional sense. Or perhaps it is that he is a cowboy, but the tradition cannot define him. The Oxford English Dictionary is subtitled The Definitive Record of the English Language, but go looking for cowboys in the OED and you are in for disappointment. Every definition seems to miss the mark. They are the polar opposite of the character of David Robson. But look past the words and remember the OED was created by a group of independent researchers who rejected the status quo. They went their own way and in so doing outperformed competitors and created one of the most influential products in history. They embraced tradition but lit their own light. David Robson embraces the best of tradition but goes his own way. He is one of us. He is one of the best of us. We can use many words trying to describe him: engineer, seismologist, investor, visionary, CEO, president, volunteer, and philanthropist. He is a builder of companies, communities, and schools. These definitions all offer something, but cannot capture the man. To do that, we must add the words rancher, friend, mentor, husband. Everyone who speaks of this man's many accomplishments makes mention of his warmth, integrity, and heart. Many call him an entrepreneur, another famously hard to define word. Perhaps, like the word cowboy, it is something you cannot wrangle from the outside. You have to live it. He is an entrepreneur, named Entrepreneur of the Year by his peers, but he's our kind of entrepreneur. He's his own kind of entrepreneur. Gathered here today, we embrace an ancient tradition, but shine in our own way. Here, in this place, we know that cowboys and entrepreneurs are not stereotypical characters who go it alone. They can and will stand alone, but they do so in service of others. Every time David Robson blazed a trail, he made sure to make room for us. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you David Robson. He has distinguished himself in seismology, business, leadership, information technology, ranching, philanthropy, and has done so by committing himself to the hard work of building relationships based on love, respect, and integrity. On behalf of the Senate and the University of Calgary, I invite you to invest him with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I admit you, David Robson, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
We all need to support the university. I'm particularly honored because I have a love of business and the Haskayne School of Business. Okay, now you've got your degree. Let's look at it from your new employer's point of view. Well, you have the gumption to stick with it for 4 years. Secondly, you're smart. You've had theoretical training and probably some good problem-solving skills. Your experience begins now. I would like you to take this with you. While you have experience in education, you don't have experience in business. In other words, you don't know squat. Okay? That seems like a crude term, but it is true. Businesses need smart young people like you, and they want to train you. As a trainee, you'll get to make coffee, run the photocopy, or attend morning meetings. And you get to say, I went to school for 4 years to learn how to make coffee. Well, the first thing you need to do, obviously, is get a job. And there are rituals to having a job. And the rituals that maybe you're not familiar with, but it's like getting to work on time, like going to lunch at the appropriate time, and getting your first paycheck. And I bet there are a lot of parents here who are really pleased to see you graduate, because maybe they can get to take a winter vacation in the sun at some point in time, and won't feel guilty about it. But if you get this job, be an outstanding employer, go beyond, above and beyond. Do these things and you'll be noticed. But business is a long process. The job you've taken may not be the one you would like to work with in the end, but you have to start somewhere. What you must do, and we'll talk about this word a bit, you must assess the culture of your employer. They say in the audit world, the tone comes from the top. So when you're assessing a business, understand how the leader thinks, whether his value systems are strong. Is there an open environment where you can say what you think? And repeat that, where you can say what you think without being reprimanded? And it's up to you to do what you say. Do what you say. That sounds so simple. But if you schedule a meeting for 9 o'clock, meetings start at 9 o'clock. If you make a commitment to a customer or your fellow workers, keep your commitment. Do what you say. Those are great life learning lessons, not always understood, but you're going to learn. I'm going to give you an example. This maybe my speech a little bit long about your life. I bounced around a little bit when I graduated from school and came to work in Calgary as a young engineer doing electrical takeoffs of the Foothills Hospital. Remember, this is back in the 60s. And so my job was to compute how much wiring was needed, how many feet of conduit, how many switch boxes, blah, blah, blah. And so I mumbled along. I had a little crusty little Irish boss who was not really good at on communicating. So I thought I was doing okay, but came in on a Monday morning. He said, Dave, your work's all screwed up. He said, I had to do it all over on the weekend. You're fired. And I said, wow, isn't that great? Because I hate this job. And my point is, take a job that you like, that you feel comfortable with. So I went home that day and was sharing an acreage with another fellow. He said, how come you're smiling? I said, I'm glad I'm out of there. So that's part of life. And so, next point I'd like to leave you with, is you're going to live this life from this moment onwards. You know, that's this moment I just talked about. It's gone forever. Never will be repeated. So think about your life as living forward, not regurgitating history. History is a wonderful thing you can learn from, but history is a bit like sawing sawdust. It's been sawed before, and probably unless you learn something from it, it's not very worthwhile. In your personal life, be careful with your money and limit your debt. Remember, debts have to be repaid. The personal debts in our economy has gone to high levels. That's because interest rates are very low. Everybody's driving a nice new car, probably with payments. And you bought a house with a big mortgage, and that's all good until interest rates change. Be prudent with your money. The other thing you need to remember about debt is you have to repay it. And it's a long haul process on a mortgage and even your car payments. So be cautious about it. Next, look after your health. You see, you don't want to end up like I am. I was a big-time smoker, thought it was a big deal to smoke at the time. I think I started in grade 6 or something. Seriously. I smoked through till, I think, 1983. And in 1991, I was having a problem dancing at the dance hall and got referred to a pulmonary function doctor in 91. And he said, I have 60% of your oxygen capacity for your age. That's in 1991, after quitting smoking for 8 years. Well, the point about smoking is some people get COPD like I do. And that is because you have an alpha gene deficiency in your body, and it's hereditary. So I think my dad died partly from it, and certainly, this is 2017, and I'm still going. But, you know, how long, I don't know. Look after your health. Be wise in your social activities. There's a lot of ways to get dragged into situations that are going to have permanent impacts in your life. Be careful what you post on Facebook, because sometimes it's going to come back to haunt you. And make sure you do good things like wills and insurance and other things that are good for your family. Always expect that you're going to get up in the morning and you walk out the front door, and we call it get hit by the proverbial bus. That's a nice way of saying you may not exist anymore, you may not be alive anymore. So what would happen to your family, your kids? Are your wills looked after? Do you have some insurance? We've had several instances in our businesses where our older people have passed away with no wills. And it's not a comfortable situation for anybody. And lastly, invest in yourself. You know, people invest in businesses, but good businesses invest in their people, because they want the people to grow, become stronger, and be able to do a better job. And that's something you need to control. If it's not provided by the company, make sure that you step out and see what things you need to do to make you a better employee and a better person. That can include volunteer work, which is very good for the community, but it could also include courses that you hadn't thought about taking that would make you a better person and a great employee. And the last point I'm going to leave you with, well, second last, I guess, is think about the future. I've outlived my expected lifestyle by 10 years now, even with COPD. You're probably going to live to be 100. And think about the implications of that. You've only lived 20% of your life. And so how are you going to make sure that you have the financial resources and the health? Because, you know, we're going to cure cancer. Whether it's the Robson DNA Science Center here or the other thousands of firms that are working on cancer research. And there's 400 different kinds of cancer. And 1 in 2 and 1 in 3 people get cancer today. That's going to go away. In 80 years, that will go away. We'll know better ways to identify cancer and treat it. So live your life from this moment on and consider your future as you go ahead. And congratulations on your degrees and good luck on your jobs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Robson, for accepting this honorary degree. It's actually a great honor for us, the University of Calgary, to confer it. You are a role model as an entrepreneur and as a mentor. You are an inspiration to our students and faculty for your ability to build corporate culture and to put people first. And thank you for your thoughtful and wise words this morning to our graduates. All the best.
I invite all of our graduates to please stand. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those named in the Convocation program who are not at this ceremony. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who've gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask all past graduates to also stand, please? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Gary Kovacs, who will lead the Graduates Pledge. Gary is a two-time graduate of the University of Calgary with both a Bachelor of Commerce and an MBA. Gary then moved to Silicon Valley to pursue his passion of developing software and technology companies that change the world. He was most recently the CEO of AVG Technologies, a global public software company providing internet security applications to over 200 million people. Previously, Gary was the CEO of Mozilla Corporation, where he led the creation of the Firefox web browser used by over 500 million people in more than 100 countries. A tireless human privacy advocate, Gary has worked with business and government leaders to develop a human bill of rights to ensure that each and every one of us is in control of our privacy as the world becomes increasingly connected. Gary serves on numerous boards in the community, and he is also a member of the Management Advisory Council at our Haskayne School of Business. Gary is a proud father and uncle, and today he is delighted to celebrate his nephew's Quinn's graduation from the Haskayne School of Business. Please join me in welcoming Gary to lead our Graduates Pledge.
Thank you. Thank you, President Cannon, and congratulations. Wow. So this is the time where we all get to participate. And I assume everybody can read, or at least before last evening you could. It's on the back page of your program. So there's two ways this can go down. The first is over and over and over again until you participate enough. Or we can just do it from the start and we can all enjoy it. So everybody, please, if you turn to that last page, I have had to have a sheet printed with a much bigger font, just as a reflection of too much software. Or age. So please, now that you're all in the right place, join with me. As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, hold on, no. Remember option one. As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. Excellent so far. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and the dignity of others. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will in turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge. Thank you.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees that you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lisa Young, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of Graduate Studies. All master's and doctoral students at the University of Calgary are registered in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, but they find their homes in their Faculty of Study. It gives me great pleasure to join with my colleague, Jim DeWall, Dean of the Haskayne School of Business, to congratulate today's graduates, who are poised to be leaders in research and in professional practice. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Dr. Vern Jones and I have the honor to present the following graduates.
Thank you, Dean. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Amir Bahman Ranajad. Amir. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Fereshta Mahmoudian. And for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Nadarajat, right? Unlair. Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay. Are we good? For the degree Master of Business Administration, Tarun Agarwal. Barak Mahdi Al-Hashimi. Oh, I've got two of his. Okay. Yeah, just as soon. Sorry. Hafed Ibrahim Al-Shami. Stephen Beliski. Sean Ellen Banak. Marilee Maria Bedoya. Michael Beach. Jason Alexander Bikaisen. Om Prakash Bashkaran. Brandon Bursey. Ellen Campbell. Yu Chen. For the combined degree of Master Business Administration and Juris Doctor, Owen Michael Clark. Mi Ha Crowfoot. Elise Curry. Philip Miles Davidson. John Thomas Downey. Timothy Downing. Mohammed Madhu El Habib. John Lewis Fairgrieve Park. Jordan Robert Falkenberg. Colleen Ann Fallon. Michael Brian Martin Ferguson. Roger Brian Ferneyhall. Lauren Isabella Fishbook. Marcus Christopher Fisher. Janaya Teresa Ruth Flower. Lilia Alekovna Jarov. Okay. Lilia. Mark Charles Goranson. Minglong Gu. Okay. Travis Michael Gay. Lasha Hashay. Jeffrey Thomas Hall. Bilal Hamid. Sean Bruce Hahn. Hey, Sean. Cameron Craig Hills. Okay, great. Jesse Michael Ho. Beverly Kathleen Houston. Mansoor Jafar Hussain. Nitin Jalal. Udit Dirajal Jarati. Faith Muyin Zhang. Brianne Vivian Jones. Mark Earl Jones. Chris Jung. Vikran Kushwaha. Daryl John Lundquist. Lagerquist, I'm sorry. Michael Joseph Lambert. Raina Larson. Kenneth Lauren. Allison Lennox. Bradley Lenz. Philip Lorenzo Lepage. Yi Lu. Alexander Ian MacDonald. Joshua Emmanuel Malat. Or Malate, perhaps. Mandy Lees McKenna. Mark Allen McClellan. Jessica Mayo McPherson. Maximiliano Medina. Peter Leslie Mitchell. Aleem Mohammed. Miguel Lee Mori. Allison May Norling. Nitin Odedra. Kirsten Orchard. Madison Atley Orchard. Christina Louise Pidlowski. Jeffrey Donald Prieur. John Robert Pradaniuk. James Allen Ragan. Nicole Lauren Rea. Tracy Marie Schultz. Pooja Sharma. Prayas Shukla. Christina Stevenson. Audra Ann Stevenson. Alejandro James Stump. J. Sim Taria. Kelly Marie Thompson. Okay. Albert Norman Townsend. Shonda Walsh. Tara Naomi Weber. Tara. Conrad Ross Yarmoli. Shangye Zhu. Chunmei Zhang. Jessica Zhang for the combined degree MBA and Juris Doctor. Zhengxi Zhu. Alison Leanne Denny for the degree Master of Science, Sustainable Energy Development. Alexandra Elizabeth Frestaki, MSc, Sustainable Energy Development. Cameron Andrew McDowell, Sustainable Energy Development. Allison Marie Mons, Master of Science, Sustainable Development. Eminent Chancellor, this is the graduating class of 2017 from the faculty or from the school, from the graduate faculty and from the Haskayne School of Business.
Eminent Chancellor, platform guests, students, our students, and all of our guests. My name is Jim DeWald. I'm the Dean of the Haskayne School of Business, and I'm just so thrilled to see such a full room here. It's really wonderful to celebrate our great students. You know, people will ask me what's the true value of a business degree, and I was just so taken by the words of our new honorary doctorate, Dave Robson. And truly, I think he caught the essence when he spoke about being a builder of communities, a builder of organizations, a builder of great things. And these are the tools that have been provided to our students. I also very much appreciated that he spoke of the difference between getting the skills and now adding on the experience. And I am so much looking forward to this group going forward and getting that experience. And I want you to always keep in mind that we have three fantastic examples on our stage today. We had Dave Robson, we have Dr. Dick Haskayne. I mean, actually, I'm going to ask maybe a round of applause for the brilliance of Dr. Haskayne and what he's brought to our school. And as a little extra inspiration for a younger generation of what you might do with your degrees, we have Gary Kovacs here. Isn't that amazing as well? I'll leave you with these words. As Mr. Haskayne says, in the end, all you have is your reputation, and that's what we want you to value more than anything. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Haskayne School of Business, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Commerce, Graychelle Trina Abayan. Medina Abbas. Sarah Adab. Hala Hussein Al-Diggs. Shaki Al-Hutali. Yawande Alabi. Athlete Gabrielle Albania. Brandon Edward Allen. Cole Amantea. Heather Teresa Anderson. Richard Anderson. Brandon Gerald Andrus. Madison Isabel Angle. Aaron Luke Archer. Patricia Nunes Arichi de Rosario. Lauren Alexandra Arthur. Anita Au. Rocky Gabrielle Au. Bushra Awan, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Gutu Aya. Zaid Joseph Ayub, with distinction. Jessica Backstrom. Samantha Marie Bader, with distinction. Sang Hoi Bei. Austin Jordan Becker. Mina Jean Begg. James Andrew Baggs, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Bentley Baines, with distinction. Warda Ahmed Bajwa. Noor Bakir. Tong Bao. Simon Massimo Barafaldi. Rakinder Singh Basi, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Gurdeep Singh Basra. Kaliuna Yuna Bayamung. Valeria Baimo. Stefania Belcastro. Marco Eugenio Belushi. Travis Grayson Bender, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in General Mathematics, both degrees with distinction. Tanner James Benjafield. Carl Eric Kevin Ronald Berg. Christian Alan Stefan Berg. Katarina Jensen Berg. Kevin James Blenko. Benjamin Taylor Bleakley. Laura Delane Bowman. Michelle Tiffany Boone. Nick Boots. Joel Carter Bowman. Leanne Catherine Boyes. Nicolette Holly Brom. Daniel Edward Braybrook. Jessica Ray Brenial, with distinction. Cameron Vivian Brown. Jeffrey Ryan Buchanan. Mark Ryan Bulger. Carly Ray Bursey, also receiving a Bachelor of Kinesiology, both degrees with distinction. Sarah Campbell. Morgan Lee Carline, with distinction. Stephanie Carmona. Michael Francis Carroll, with distinction. Fez Katrina. Renee Sen Wong. Bokyong Cha. Savina K. Chahal. Nicole Catherine Chan. Tanya Gwing Yao Chan. Derek Thomas Chappelle. Hari Shankar Sajiv Chempa Kanalur. Chao Chen. Mei Hua Chen. Kinhua Chen. Rebecca Ashley Chen. Andrea Cheng. Marcus Cheng. Gordon Chung. Ze Ming Chia, with distinction. Samantha Quinn Chickmoroff. Valerie Chin. Carl Chi Hong Chu. Joseph Junhyuk Cho. Cassandra Ann Choman. Nadia Poi Yin Chong. Brenda Chu. Melissa Wing Tung Chung. Matthew Jeremy Sirocco. Laura Susanna Kobos, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations. Ashley Elaine Corbeil, with distinction. Muriel Marie-Claude Cote, with distinction. Rhett Laurent Couture, with distinction. Matthew Bruce Coey, with distinction. Taylor William Crossley. Jason Koo, with distinction. Karina Simeon D'Souza. Anna Carolina Dabrowski, with distinction. Andy Lee Mackenzie Daggett. Marasan Noel Daria. Paulina Kitch Deng. Ashandeep Dhaliwal, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Piyush Deer. Susan Deek. Marissa Alexandria Dona. Tara Ann Barbara Doucette. Cara Victoria Downey. Amy Jill Dukeshire, with distinction. T. Duong. Eric Robert de Villefang de Loen. Vivian Lai Duong. Douglas Jeffrey Durant. David Dykerhoff, with distinction. Darren Dimsky, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Ross William Eaton. Oyantobra Ebufega. Sahar El Qadri. Jordan Alexander Engel. Carter Timothy Ensign, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, both degrees with distinction. Braden Daniel Urick. Dylan Robert Evans. Jack Lewis Evans. Justine Patricia June Exner. Alyssa Marie Farner. Alan David Falazoki. Paul Fan. Ian File. Daniel Feng. Ya Ding Feng. Riley Fieldstone. Matthew Ryan Finley. Justin Michael Fisher. Nicholas Alexandra Flanagan Bergeron. Nicholas Allen Fletcher. Maria Fossey. Amanda Bree Foster. Alana Megan Fox. Austin James Frank, with distinction. Sean Patrick Frederick, with distinction. Sarah Emily Fulford, with distinction. Andrew Yanwai Fung. Eric Chi Hong Fung, with distinction. Isabella Victoria Gagliardi. Ruskin David Gallardo. Helene Marie Gamwak. Wen Hao Gao. Anthony Yel Garang. Aliana Faye Garcia. Chantal Lynn Gardner. Alexa Joy Gathercole, with distinction. Daniel Griffin Gale. Bryn Catherine Gake, with distinction. Joseph Thomas Geib. Ashley Jeno. Femi George, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Lauren Gerwing. Michael Edwin Gilday, with distinction. Chanpal Singh Gill. Gurbandan Gill. Jaspal Singh Gill. Bettina Gimesi. Stefano Giovanetti. Shiv Gokani. Luis David Gonzalez. Ilias Gora, with distinction. Ian Edward Gott. Daniel Patrick Grab. Matthew Kenneth Graham. Brendan Vincenzo Grande. Katerina Moira Ann Graves. William Thomas Colin Green. Megan Christine Grennan, with distinction. Nicole Griffin. Jeremy Aaron Guernsey Clark, with distinction. Brett David Gustafson.
Adam Hashmi. Megan Earl. Karen Janet. Laura Hall. Fatima Hamid. Sahar Hamoud. Jaden Harding. Michael Hardzuk. Nadia Hassan. Malacha Hashimi. Logan Haidt, with a combined program in economics. James Heemer. Katie Hendrickson. Thomas Brighton Hewitt, with a combined degree in arts, psychology, both degrees with distinction. Cassandra Higgs. Haley Hiltz. Catherine Ho. Justin Ho. Evan Holohan. Tanner Hopkins. Daniel Hosani. Kevin Huang. Terry Huang. Winnie Huang. Dallas Hughes. Jenny Hughes. Cameron Humphrey. Sarjit Hunjan. Bonnie Huyn. Raymond Hun. Michaela Andrea, combined program in the Bachelor of Science, Anthropology. Peter Ip. Javed Iqbal. Christopher Jackson. Mohammed Jamaldeen. Omar Javald. Taylor Jensen. Brian Jiang. Shun Jiang. Shamir Jina. Austin Johnson. Medina Juma. Roman Justinin. Serena Kalin. Brandon Khan. Lauren Ann Canary. Dallas Crouch. Luke Kaprovich. Galawala Karuna Sena. Kulwinda Kur. Maya Kawasaki. Neil Kay. Elizabeth Kasakov. Kunvin Sunjay Kelkar. Taylor Kent. Amenha Khan, combined program with the Bachelor of Arts in English. Ariba Khan. Chris Donahoon Kim. Mugo Kimari. Justin Kinibi, with distinction. Lauren Court. Sorry. Tyler Kraus. Emily Krawitsky. Anastasia Kudra. Ryan Kulik. Dino Kurabovich. Manjot Legra. Ramitpal Laria. Chloe Kwan. Serena La. Tanner LaBelle. Desiree LaBerge. Mitchell Lagadin. Davin Lam, combined program, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Jody Law. Iza Khan. Kyle Lawrence, combined program, Bachelor of Arts Economics. Christine Lay. Heijin Lee. Su Young Lee. Jonathan Leung. Livy Lee. Chingwang Lee. Richard Lee. Ryan Lee. Sarah Lee. Michelle Liang. Stanley Liang. Yimin Liang. Raymond Lim. Samantha Lim. Devin Limpert. Amy Lin. Anthony Liu. Eric Liu. Lillian Liu. Zhao Tong Liu. Yiming Liu. Cordell Lloyd. Shanae LeBeau. Trevor Logan. David Lopez. Conrad Lowe. Alice Liu. Yingli Liu. Maggie Luke. Adam Louis. Keegan Lung. Shirley Luo. Devin Lister. Karen Ma. Leo Ma. Michelle Ma. Zengyi Ma. Andressa Magarani. Carmen Mack. Edita Mejestowski, Combined Program, Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Carson Abel. Colleen Adrienne. Mark Andrew. Carlin Mashter. Jana Mallon. Michelle Mann. Rick Yan Mantel. Luis Angelica Manzano Medina. Parna Manzouri. Wei Tian Mao. Orin Markle. Sarah Marshall. Megan Martin. Renee MacArthur. Quinn McCauley. Brett McGrady. Kathleen McDougall. Michael McKeon. Alex McLeod. Spencer McQueen. Brendan Millard. Brooke McKeeman. Sorry. Noah Mohammed. Brandon Mooney. Daniel Morgan. Nathan Morton. Abla Napan. Tendol Nepali. Alexandria Nessler. Brian Ning. Clara Newen. Daniel Newen. Nam Newen. Tammy Newen. Maliha Mohammed. Nabil. Fatuma Mahood. Samantha Nawaki. Wafa Nurul Nabahan. Omaboya Olaglika. Grace Oliver. Jordan Orr.
last third. Jennifer Peck. Andy Nathan Pack. Valeria Polischuk. Seema Pander with distinction. Ankita Pandit. Paul Dong Park. Amanpreet Parmer. Elizabeth Ann Penrose with distinction. Andrew Nicholas Purr. Shelby Peters. Vivian Pham. V. Fan with distinction. Tony Fee with distinction. Mitchell David Phillips. Nuong Doma Punkong with distinction. Nina Pochacom with distinction. Lauren Joy Palinkas. Braden John Pointer. Nipuna Harani Premchandra. Reese Warren Prescott. Shiraz Kaiser. Diana Koch. Patrick Ting Fung Kwan. Dushan Rajoychich. Arship Singh Rai with distinction. Senya Raikov. Anis Mohammed Raka. Shirel Louise Renata. Nahi Rashid. Rushdie Nasser Rashid. Cassidy Dorothy Raskob with distinction. Sam Razoki, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Olga Rekstiska with distinction. Olivia Jane Redden. Patrick Lewis Rennie. Mitchell James Renz with distinction. Graham Frederick Richardson. Troy Alexander Riscala. Amanda Ray Robertson with distinction. Roberta Regis Rodamillans. Spencer William Rohde. Darren Brian Romy. Jin Cheng Rong. Andrea Robin Ruther with distinction. Kathleen Tess Rutherford. Tanner Saiwa Rybczynski. Jansu Sahin. Austin Sam. Garishmaran Kaur Sandhu. Harmreet Kaur Sandhu. Gurvinder Kaur Sangha, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies. Michael Nicholas Santos. Matthew James Sarvis. Danielle Robin Shapansky. Jessica Bonnie Schulthaus with distinction. Mark Connor Schwab. Frederick William Scott. Hannah Nicole Scott. Nicholas Morgan Skirfield. Shreya Sehgal. Tiana Shero, with distinction. Brett Serpico. John Cito. Ishmael Sheikh, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Harleen Kaur Sidhu. Seon Sim. Matthew James Sinclair. Luke Timothy Singleton, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in General Mathematics. Tess Avery Skripnik. Justin Subin So. Ian Solomon. Stephen Michael Soto, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Alexandra Eileen Stanford. James Owen Steele. Mohammed Shafiul Haq. Taha Hassan Siddiqui. Braden Michael Smith, with distinction. Dakota John Smith. Felicia Marie Speck, with distinction. Igor Stakich. Henry Sue. Shayna Karim Suleiman. Amin Sultan. Haley Michelle Sutton. Kelly Ann Swanson, with distinction. Alora Mary Swindlehurst. Hadia Mariam Syed. Brendan Sauchuk, with distinction. James Soika. Liana Ta. Ralph Tecteris. Brandon Joshua Tam. Nicholas Evan Jun Hao Tan. Stephanie Shiming Tang. Joel Timothy Termundi. Easton Samuel Tetz. Tek Venk Tai. Pascal Terrio, with distinction. Tanner Luke Thiessen. James Robert Thompson. Kiana Celine Tyndall. Francis Toussaint. Jenny Tran. Joanne Tran. Paulina Christine C. Sharon Wing Yi C. Enoch Wing Shan Seng. Shui Tu. Helen Tu, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in History, both degrees with distinction. Sandra Van. Michelle Elise Van Hyft, with distinction. Robert James Vanderveen. Natalia Van Rennick, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations. Sophia Valerie Veltri, with distinction. Fitralacto Vo. Raymond Vong. Victor Vong. Jacqueline Nina Vosko-Boynikov, with, Justin Vu. Megan Elizabeth Wainman with distinction. Jim Wang with distinction. Peter Wang. Chu-Chun Wang. Dana Janelle Waslicia. Luke Patrick Whitley. Emily Caroline Waters. William Edward Wells. Johann David Wenzel, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science Honors in Computer Science First Class and his BCom with distinction. Sheila Huang. Robin Allen Martin Whitaker. Tomas Wojcik. Bernice Wong. Zavita Wong. Ricky Wu. Jessica C. with distinction. Rui Yan. Lishan Ye. Yob Gebret Yidego. Richard Yu. Patricia Pak-Yin Yu. Alexander Robert Yurku. Daniel Stephen Zalucki. Jillian Mary Zatka. Asif Zeb with distinction. John Zhang. Eric Zhao. Justin Dominique Zahovich. William Chan, graduating with a Bachelor of Hotel and Resort Management, as are our following graduates. Anna Hutchison. Linda Marie Rochbar, with distinction. Robin Jamie Tomes. Lauren Michelle Welch. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the faculty of Haskayne School of Business.
Graduates, this ceremony recognizes your commitment to your studies and to your extracurricular activities. We are so proud of you for the hard work over so many years. Well done, everyone.
Graduates, we are now at the point of the ceremony where we honor for special recognition your fellow students who have excelled in their studies to the point where they are singled out as medal winners. The details of the medals we are awarding at the ceremony and the names of the medal winners appear on page 61. Eminent Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you, the President, and all assembled here today, the following medal winners. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Gold Medal, Medina Joma. In addition to receiving the Haskayne Gold Medal, Medina is also receiving the Silver Medallion in Marketing. Medina's passion for marketing was evident from the time she entered the University of Calgary. She achieved numerous scholarships and awards throughout her studies, including the President's Scholarship, the Suncor Energy Emerging Leaders Business Scholarship, and the University of Calgary Undergraduate Merit Award. She was named to the Haskayne School of Business Dean's List 7 times and is graduating today with a GPA of 3.98. Thomas. Thomas. Winner of the FEI Silver Medallion in Finance is Thomas Brighton Hewitt. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion General, David Johann Dykerhoff. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Accounting, Lillian Liu. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Energy Management, Richard Lee. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Michael Francis Carroll. Alexa. Okay. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Human Resources and Organizational Dynamics, Alexa Joy Gathercole. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in International Business, Sarah Emily Fulford. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Business Technology Management, Johann David Wenzel. Sophia. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Operations Management, Sophia Valerie Veltri. Winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Petroleum Land Management, Rhett Laurent Couture. And winner of the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion in Risk Management and Insurance, Megan Jane Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates. What a pleasure it's been for me and you to see these accomplished women and men cross the stage. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, the faculties of Graduate Studies and the Haskayne School of Business. Also to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. David Robson. Congratulations once again to our medal winners from the Haskayne School of Business, Medina, Thomas, Lillian, Johan, Richard, Michael, David, Alexa, Sarah, Sophia, Rhett, and Megan. Thank you to our orator, Patrick Finn, for your moving citation for Dr. Robson. Spring Convocation wouldn't be the same if it weren't for music, so thank you to Alf Miller, our piper, and also to the University of Calgary String Quartet under the direction of Edmund Agopian. Thank you, Edmund and Quartet. And also to our vocalist, Jennifer Humphreys McAuliffe. Thank you all. A special thank you to our marshals, George and Glenn, you are my heroes, and also to our ushers, the sound team and comm media, and all the many staff and volunteers who have worked so hard for such a long time behind the scenes to make today's convocation ceremony unfold so smoothly. To all our graduates, through this ceremony, we've recognized your years of hard work and your commitment to your studies and also to your extracurricular activities. You've stayed the course, and for that, we're so proud of all of you. Today is a day of celebration, so take photos with your family and friends, cherish the memories that you've made along the way, savor the moment, have fun, be safe as you celebrate. You've done it, you're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. I'm proud to be an alumnus of the University of Calgary, and I'm now honored now to be associated with you as fellow alumni. Well done. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.